Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the December 2017 Texas Tech University Commencement Exercises. Please join me in thanking the Texas Tech Commencement Band and conductor Dr. Sarah McCoyne, Director of Bands, for their contributions to this evening's ceremonies. Now entering the United Supermarkets Arena, the Mace of Texas Tech, the symbol of the university. The mace bearer is Dr. Toby Ryder, Associate Professor of Political Science, College of Arts and Sciences. Following the mace is the faculty banner. The banner bearer is Dr. Douglas Smith, Associate Professor of Marriage and Family Therapy, College of Human Sciences. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the faculty of Texas Tech University, led by University Marshals Dr. Jonathan Marks and Dr. Nadia Flores. Entering the United Supermarkets Arena, the stage party, led by University Marshal Matthew Schleif, Chair of the Convocations Committee. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated and welcome the December 2017 graduates of Texas Tech University. Now entering the United Supermarkets arena, degree candidates from the Graduate School. The banner bearer is Amanda Dawn French.
Please rise and join us in the singing of our national anthem, played by the Commencement Orchestra, conducted by Dr. Sarah McGoyne, and sung by Mrs. Rebecca Tan, who is graduating with a Bachelor of Music degree.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rang the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. I am Lawrence Skuvanek, President of Texas Tech University. It is my pleasure to welcome each of you to this December 2017 commencement of the graduate school. I would like to introduce the members of the platform party. Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Mr. Michael Lewis, member of the Board of Regents. Mr. Abner Uresti, anchor and managing editor for KCBD News Channel 11. Mr. Robert Duncan, Chancellor of the Texas Tech University System. Dr. Michael Gallion, Provost and Senior Vice President. Dr. Gene Wild, Faculty Senate President. Ms. Ashley Brown, Staff Senate President. Mr. Robert Meyer, President of the Student Government Association. Dr. Eric Hackey, Horn Professor Representative. Dr. Scott Burris, Teaching Academy Representative. Dr. Mark Sheridan, Dean of the Graduate School. Dr. Steve Fraze, Interim Dean of the College of Agricultural Sciences and Natural Resources. Mr. Jim Williamson, Dean of the College of Architecture. Dr. Brent Lindquist, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. Dr. Margaret Williams, Dean of the Rawls College of Business. Dr. Robin Locke, Vice Dean of the College of Education. Dr. Brandon Weeks, Associate Dean of Research and Graduate Programs for the Edward Whittaker College of Engineering. Dr. Michael San Francisco, Dean of the Honors College. Dr. Mitzi Lauderdale, Associate Academic Dean for Students of the College of Human Sciences. Dr. David Perlmutter, Dean of the College of Media and Communication. Dr. Noel Zoller, Dean of the J.T. and Margaret Talkington College of Visual and Performing Arts. Dr. Jennifer Spurrier, Director of the Southwest Collections. Now it is my pleasure to introduce Mr. Michael Lewis, member of the Board of Regents, who will give the welcome on behalf of our board.
Thank you, Dr. Skovanec, and good evening. Welcome to Texas Tech University in the United Supermarket Arena. Today, I bring you greetings from the Texas Tech University System Board of Regents. I welcome each of you to our beautiful campus, congratulate the parents and other family members and friends who join us today. This is a time of celebration. It's a fun time, not only for those who are here in the crowd, but on the floor today, but also for us on the stage. Our faculty who have invested themselves in each and every one of our graduates, I would hope that you will do your best to pass on the legacy that was so generously gifted to you by your teachers. Teachers are among the most unselfish individuals on earth. Their success is measured by your success. The ideas and knowledge that you have gained here can be passed down from one generation to the next for the greater good. As a Texas Tech alumnus and a fellow Red Raider, I share the excitement with each graduate, and on behalf of the Board of Regents, I pay tribute to those of you who, through commitment and your dedication, will receive your diplomas today. You earned this degree through hard work and determination, which are defining characteristics of Texas Tech graduates. Congratulations. I know this is a defining moment for you, and while you are eager to enter the next phase of your life, I'm sure that many of you have already thought fondly of the wonderful memories you created as a student at Texas Tech. There are friends that you made here in Lubbock that you will carry forward for life. Today, some 45 years after my graduation, I office with two such friends I made here while in school. So be careful, because what happened here in Lubbock doesn't always stay in Lubbock. The longer you're away from Texas Tech, the more you will realize that it is the rock-solid substance and character of your fellow graduates which make a Red Raider special, and you will realize how special the traditions are that hold Red Raiders together and make us, in many respects, a family. Someday you will be in a faraway city and you'll notice a double T on the back of a car in front of you. Something inside of you will spark recognition. You'll feel an instant urge to get your guns up. Such a thing happened to me last year in an Ingles grocery parking lot in western North Carolina. I couldn't believe there was another Texas Tech person within miles of such a remote place in far Appalachia. So I waited in my car to see who it was. I was that curious. And sure enough, when they approached, there was an instant connection. And remember where you came from and give back if you can. If you walk around campus, you see some of our buildings named for people and alumni who have given back to this university. It is because of the Red Raider family that came before you who took their success and gave back to Texas Tech to build opportunities for future students that you were able to achieve the education that you have. Early on, you may not have the kind of money to name a building after you, but I challenge you to invest in the next generation of the Texas Tech legacy. Give opportunities to future Red Raiders as well, and continue the chain. Now, my fellow Red Raiders, as you leave this place to continue your life journey, I encourage you to use your gifts of knowledge and friendship you've received here to one another, do justice, love kindness, walk humbly, and if you do, you will become a part of another tradition of Texas Tech. You will become a part of a tradition of graduates who have left Tech to become leaders in their families and communities. Our hope is that you will take this degree, work hard, and one day stand among nations and make us proud. Congratulations and blessings again to each one of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Regent Lewis. Now it is my pleasure to introduce today's commencement speaker, Mr. Abner Uresti, a Red Raider and a pioneer in Lubbock and area media. A Lubbock native and a 1974 graduate of Texas Tech University, Mr. Uresti earned a bachelor's degree in telecommunications. During his senior year, he served an internship with KCBD and was hired as a reporter and a weekend producer. Since then, Mr. Uresti has spent the entirety of his 43-year career on the airwaves of the South Plains. Along with co-anchor Karen McKay, he is part of the longest-running local news anchor teams in the country. Mr. Uresti's career is one of distinction, having chronicled many historic events of both a local and national character. His assignments have taken him around the country, and he has been acknowledged numerous times for his work. He has been recognized by the Texas Association Press Broadcasters in the categories of Best General Assignment Reporter, Best Series, Best Newscast. He is a Silver Circle inductee of the Lone Star Emmy Awards. Abner received the Adelante Lifetime Achievement Award. The Los Hermanos Familia Organization honors Hispanic men in the community who have excelled in their careers and volunteer efforts. Mr. Uresti has also been extensively involved in the community. He has served on many boards, including the United Way Speakers Bureau, the Lubbock Area Foundation, Women's Protective Services, Volunteer Center of Lubbock, the National Kidney Foundation, and Children's Miracle Network, to name a few. Abner is a strong advocate for education and spends much of his time speaking to schools, particularly at events and activities that target at-risk students. For that, he received the State Board of Education Hero Award. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Abner Uresti.
Thank you and good evening. I'm not taking a selfie. I have a designated time, and I don't want to go over that time. I'll have to tell you, I couldn't figure out how to keep the timer on the screen. It kept going to screensaver. So we're back in the room getting ready, and I looked around, and I looked for the youngest person in the room, and it was Robbie. I knew Robbie would know. I said, Robbie, here's what I'm trying to do, and he helped me out. Good evening. Thank you, Dr. Skuvenik, for the introduction. Administrators, professors, friends, family, and the members of the class of the fall of 2017. In speaking to the Arts and Sciences graduates, I gave them lots of advice because, frankly, they needed it. You, on the other hand, you've got it figured out. Or I think you do. Some of you have been going to school your whole life. You have made sacrifices like we wouldn't understand. And by we, I sometimes kiddingly say, I love Texas Tech because that's where I got my first degree. It's my only degree, but it's my first degree. Some of you have many degrees. I am so impressed and I am so honored to be here. I'm so honored to be a commencement speaker here at Texas Tech because I'm going to tell you a little bit about my story, about my life, about how I got from East 16th Street and 44th Street to right here. And believe me, it's a long way. I grew up in a different time. I grew up poor. I didn't know I was poor till later my brother and I figured it out. I'm one of 7 children. And when we had 5 children in the family, we moved from our 1-bedroom house. Think about that. For my birthday in the 9th grade, my mother, as a present, gave me lunch money. I got to eat in the cafeteria that day. When I was in the 5th grade, my 5th grade teacher saw me coming to school every day without a coat in the winter. She asked me one day to stay after school, and she said, my son has outgrown his coat, and I'd like to give it to you, but I'd like you to ask your mother if that's okay. I was 11 years old. I didn't quite understand that. Give me the coat, you know. She knew that my mom was very proud, and she didn't want to offend her by giving me a handout. She wanted to explain why she wanted to give me the coat. My mom said it was okay. A couple of days later, she asked me to stay after school, and she gave me the most beautiful coat I'd ever seen. And then she said, don't tell the other kids where you got this coat. Now, once again, she was trying to protect me. Remember, I was 11 years old. So what did I do? Yeah, look at me. Look at my coat. Guess who gave me this coat? What that told me was that my teacher cared about me. And all through school, those who really helped me were those teachers who cared about me as a person. When I was going to Posey Elementary, it was a different time. I remember as a child going to a laundromat. My mother took out a basket of clothes. She went in. My brother and I grabbed, and I say my brother and I, he's a year older, so we were like twins. We grabbed another basket, and we're going in. And she came back out and she said, put it back in the car. It's whites only. As a child, I didn't understand what whites only meant. I only knew that somebody had told my mother she was not good enough to go into that laundromat. It made me mad. But my parents believed that the key to a better life was education. They didn't know that firsthand because they both had grade school educations. But they wanted us to go so that we would have a better life. All along, it was about staying in school. I knew Texas Tech was here when I lived on East 16th Street, but it could have just as well been on the other side of the world because I wasn't going to Texas Tech. It wasn't part of my future. No way. We were poor. I was not going to go to Tech. There were places as a child, places all over town that didn't let us go in. I knew in my heart that I wanted to make a difference. I knew that wasn't right, but as a kid, what can you do? You're powerless. You don't have any power. So I thought, I'm going to stay in school. But you know what that meant to me? That meant to me that I was going to get a high school education. Until I got to my senior year in college, something happened that changed my life. My journalism teacher said, Abner, I want you to apply for this scholarship. I said, okay. I didn't want to be rejected again. A week before the deadline, she said, I'd like to see you after school. And she said, you haven't done anything with that application, have you? And I said, no, ma'am. She got the form, put it in a typewriter. You all know what a typewriter is? Okay, put it in a typewriter. And she started asking me questions, and she started filling it out. Then she got to a point where she said, okay, here you're on your own. You have to write an essay about why you should get this scholarship. She took it. She said, I'll mail it. She mailed it. I got the scholarship. That's how I started here at Tech. After that first year, I became a financial aid expert with grants and loans and work study. But you know, the most important thing about that scholarship and allowing me to come to Tech was that after that first year, I had a 3.5 average. And I was like, I can do this. I'm telling you about my journey here, not to say, oh, poor Abner, and not to say that some of you hadn't had it worse. But this was my journey, and my message to you is that if I can do it, you can do it. But there always will be challenges, and there always are going to be disappointments. I get to KCBD News Channel 11. I'm a reporter. This is my dream job. I can hardly wait to get going. One of the first assignments I go to, I have to interview a farmer. I'm interviewing a farmer. The farmer, I ask him a question. He looks at the photographer, who was Anglo, and responded to him. He did this throughout the interview. So finally, my photographer says, sir, he turned off the camera and says, sir, I'm the photographer. He is the reporter. You need to look at him. To him, I got it, I understood. To him, I was a farm worker. That's what we were. We were the farm workers of this area. We hoed cotton, we picked cotton, we worked in the farms. That's what we did. And that's what I was to him. But that's okay. I didn't give up. I kept going. A couple of years later, I'm going to fill in as an anchor. I'm going to be on the desk. I was so excited, I called my whole family, everybody I could think of, on a rotary phone. I called them all and I told them that I was going to be on that night. My mom said she cried when I gave her the news. I went on that night. A couple of days later, the news director calls me in and says, I want you to hear some messages we got, phone messages that we got. I said, okay. There were messages like this. If you don't get that Mexican off the air, we're never going to watch your station. And some were threatening. If you don't get that spick off the air, we're going to do something to him. The news director was trying to tell me this because he said he was concerned for my safety. I may walk out the station some night and somebody takes a shot at me. He said, if you want to stay off the air for a while, that's okay. We understand. And I thought about it for like 5 minutes. And I didn't strike a blow for minorities everywhere and say, no, I'm going to go back on the air. I did it for me. I told him, look, I worked really hard to get to this point in my life. You have no idea how hard I've worked. You have no idea how many sacrifices I've made to get here. And they don't either. But if somebody's out there watching TV and they can't stand to watch me on there just because of the color of my skin, there's nothing I can do about that. Okay? I'm going to go on tomorrow. And I went on that next night, and the next night, and the next night, and I'm still there. And as Dr. Skuvenik said, Karen McKay and I are the longest running anchor team in the country. After one newscast, they wanted me off the air. Well, they didn't succeed because Karen and I have done more than 17,000 newscasts together. And we're still there, and I'm thinking we're going to sign a new contract too. My point is that you're going to have challenges, you're going to have people knock you down. And you need to understand, going forward, who wants you to succeed? Who has your best interest at heart? You know who that is, don't you? It's those people up there. It's those people up there. They love you, and they are here because they want to share in your celebration tonight and your success, because you have worked so hard, made so many sacrifices to get to the point where you are tonight. I'm going to close. It is wonderful to look out there and see so many cultures represented. I speak about Hispanics because I happen to be a Hispanic. That's my life. That was my life growing up. But I know that a lot of you identify with what I'm talking about. We teach our daughters to respect other people no matter what they look like and not to prejudge. I'm going to close with a story that tested me and made me think, all right, Abner. My mom had Alzheimer's. She was in a nursing home. And my daughters and I, at the time they were 10 years old, we went to see her. We got out of the car, and we were standing by the car, and I saw this man, a gentleman who, he was African American, he was all disheveled, he was carrying a gas can, and he started walking toward us. I grabbed the girls, I said, girls, come here. So I grabbed the girls, and I'm holding on to them because I didn't know what was about to happen. And I was protecting my children. he walked up to me and he said, "Mr. Uresti, I heard on TV that you have cancer. And I want you to know that my family is praying for you." I felt this tall. My girls and I had a long talk about that, and it was a lesson, not just for them, but for me too. It was a reminder. I love my job, absolutely love it. And my hope for you is that from here on, you will go on to the next chapter in your life doing something that you absolutely love, that it is your passion. Congratulations for all your work, for all your achievements. And understand that we are connected forever. We're Texas Tech graduates, and there couldn't be a prouder graduate than me tonight, and prouder to be sharing in your celebration tonight. Congratulations. Now go out there and make us even more proud than you have so far. Go Raiders.
Thank you, Mr. Uresti.
We will now proceed with the conferring of the degrees. All candidates, please rise. Degrees are awarded to those who successfully completed all requirements established by the university and the faculties of their colleges and departments. President Skubanek, the candidates are recommended to you for conferring of their respective degrees.
By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of Texas Tech University, I confer upon each of you the degree for which the Provost has recommended you. Congratulations. Please be seated.
We will now proceed with the recognition of individual graduates. You will note that we have a table located on the west side of the stage. A representative from the Alumni Association will be handing each graduate a commemorative lapel pin as a graduation gift from the association.
We will begin by recognizing those who have achieved the highest academic designation, the doctoral degree. These graduates have spent years studying, researching, and writing to get to this point, and in that time, they have formed close relationships with their departments and faculty members. Tonight, by tradition, the PhD recipients will be vested with a hood by their major advisor. This is an honor for both parties, signifying the completion of the graduate study at Texas Tech University.
Receiving the degree of Doctor of Philosophy with a major in environmental toxicology is the banner bearer for the graduate school, Dr. Amanda French, hooded by Dr. David Klein. Receiving the degree of Doctor of Philosophy with a major in agricultural and applied economics, Dr. Eric Asari, hooded by Professor Philip Johnson. Receiving the degree of Doctor of Philosophy with a major in Agriculture, Communication, and Education, is Dr. Austin Burrow, hooded by Dr. Courtney Gibson. Receiving the degree of Doctor of Philosophy with a major in Animal Sciences is Dr. Peter William Cook, hooded by Dr. Kendra Nightingale. Dr. Jung-Kyu Kim, hooded by Dr. Bradley Johnson. Receiving the degree of Doctor of Philosophy with a major in Plant and Soil Science, Dr. Adisu Ayele, hooded by Dr. Eric Hickett and Dr. Brendan Kelly. Dr. Sumeda Nage, hooded by Dr. Nureddin Abidi. Receiving the degree of Doctor of Philosophy with a major in Chemistry, Dr. Drew Brandon, hooded by Dr. Dominic Casadante. Dr. Suresh Mamadi, hooded by Professor Paul Perret. Dr. Ranjit Nadapali, hooded by Professor Paul Perret. Dr. Yeo Zhang, hooded by Professor Dimitri Pappas. Receiving the degree of Doctor of Philosophy with a major in Clinical Psychology, Dr. Chishana Hollins, hooded by Dr. Kelly Sukrawitz. Receiving the degree of Doctor of Philosophy with a major in Environmental Toxicology, Dr. Mary Hayden, hooded by Dr. Celine Goddard-Cotting. Dr. Adric Olson, hooded by Dr. Celine Goddard-Cotting. Receiving the degree of Doctor of Philosophy with a major in Experimental Psychology, Dr. Dmitry Panyakov, hooded by Dr. Tyler Davis. Receiving the degree of Doctor of Philosophy with a major in Geosciences, Dr. Tu Nguyen, hooded by Dr. Perry Carter. Dr. Jason Post, hooded by Dr. Perry Carter. Receiving the degree of Doctor of Philosophy with a major in Mathematics, Dr. Ganga Acharya, hooded by Dr. Gary Harris. Dr. Shiva Ray, hooded by Dr. Gary Harris. Dr. Mahiri De Silva, hooded by Dr. Giorgio Borneo. Dr. Rangana Jawaridana, hooded by Dr. Giorgio Borneo. Dr. Hungwei Wang, hooded by Dr. Razvan Gelka. Receiving the degree of Doctor of Philosophy with major in Political Science, Dr. Daniel Bailey, hooded by Dr. Robert Forbes. Receiving the degree of Doctor of Philosophy with a major in Curriculum and Instruction, Dr. William Bryan, hooded by Dr. Shirley Madison. Dr. Maxie Hooks, hooded by Dr. Shirley Madison. Dr. Jacqueline Fernandez, hooded by Dr. Christopher Childs. Dr. Rhoda Goldberg, hooded by Dr. Walter Smith. Dr. Stacy Thomas, hooded by Dr. Walter Smith. Dr. Roche Phillips, hooded by Dr. Catherine Jai. by Dr. Greenhall Spencer. Dr. Denise Lara, would by Dr. Kamu Sawatu. Receiving the degree of Doctor of Philosophy with a major in educational psychology, Dr. Juliana Faith Carpenter, hooded by Dr. Kaman Sawatu. Dr. Nancy Grace Coffey, hooded by Dr. Kamu Sawatu. Receiving the degree of Doctor of Education with a major in educational leadership, Dr. Carlton Porter Cottrell, hooded by Dr. Fernando Valle. Dr. Darrell Flucci, hooded by Dr. Fernando Valle. Receiving the degree of Doctor of Philosophy with a major in higher education research, Dr. Allison Perrin, hooded by Dr. Stephanie Jones. Dr. Samuel West, hooded by Dr. Stephanie Jones. Dr. Joel Self, hooded by Dr. Valerie Payton. Receiving the degree of Doctor of Education with a major in Higher Education Administration, Dr. Nancy Garcia, hooded by Dr. Dave Louie. Receiving the degree of Doctor of Philosophy with a major in Special Education, Dr. Kimberly Walton Peak, hooded by Dr. Donna Brown. Dr. Susan K. Bone, hooded by Dr. Fred Hartmeister. Dr. Suranga Gunaratni, hooded by Professor Haeyong So. Receiving the degree of Doctor of Philosophy with a major in Mechanical Engineering, Dr. Shandika Anna Siwata, hooded by Dr. Jordan M. Berg. Dr. Kushek Das, hooded by Dr. Jana Shadhur. Dr. Walter Gutierrez Rodriguez, hooded by Dr. Luciana Castillo. Dr. Adam Stroud, hooded by Dr. Atia Ortez. Receiving the degree of Doctor of Philosophy with a major in Petroleum Engineering, Dr. Ahmed Mohammed, hooded by Dr. Lloyd Hines. Receiving the degree of Doctor of Philosophy with a major in Systems and Engineering Management, Dr. Gary Knoll, hooded by Dr. Jennifer Cross. Receiving the degree of Doctor of Philosophy with a major in Hospitality Administration, Dr. Shinya Ray Acho, hooded by Dr. Barry McCool. Dr. McDaniel Ubi, hooded by Dr. Tim Dodd. Dr. Sunpo Yi, hooded by Dr. Catherine Jai. Receiving the degree of Doctor of Philosophy with a major in Human Development and Family Studies, Dr. Catherine Gerst, hooded by Dr. Alan Reifman. Dr. Yang Liu, hooded by Dr. Ivan Koldara. Dr. Debbie Ann Nichols, hooded by Dr. Ivan Caldera. Receiving the degree of Doctor of Philosophy with a major in Nutritional Sciences, Dr. Ashley Taylor, hooded by Dr. Deborah Reed. Receiving the degree of Doctor of Philosophy with a major in Personal Financial Planning, Dr. Arirat Lerchea Pitak, hooded by Dr. Mitzi Lauderdale. Major Jacob Lumby, hooded by Dr. Chris Browning. Receiving the degree of Doctor of Philosophy with a major in Fine Arts, Dr. Ryan P. Johnson, hooded by Dr. Mark Charney. Dr. Benjamin Slate, hooded by Dr. Dorothy Chansky. Receiving the degree of Doctor of Musical Arts with a major in music, Dr. Alandra Harvey, hooded by Dr. Rebecca Hayes. Dr. Gao Jin Huang, hooded by Dr. Carla Cash. Dr. Sun Young Huang, hooded by Dr. Carla Cash. Dr. Katerina Penyakova, hooded by Dr. Carla Cash. Dr. Minhee Lee, hooded by Dr. Laura Deal. Dr. Mizrak Ramli, hooded by Dr. Eric Allen. Dr. Benjamin Still, hooded by Professor David Dees.
Receiving the degree of Master of Agribusiness, Jeremy Webb. Receiving the degree of Master of Landscape Architecture, Caitlin Dodson. Receiving the degree of Master of Science with a major in Agricultural and Applied Economics, Muriuki James. Receiving the degree Master of Science with a major in Agricultural Communications, Ariana Bigham. Diane Meyer. Bryce White. Kimberly Woodward. Receiving the degree Master of Science with a major in Agricultural Education, Kelsey Jones. Christy Keys. Blake Vineyard. Receiving the degree Master of Science with a major in Animal Sciences, Tyler Vogel. Receiving the degree Master of Science with a major in Food Science, Aaron Castilli. Arvin Cuellar. Receiving the degree Master of Science with a major in Horticultural Science, Alicia Patridge. Ramsey White. Receiving the degree Master of Science with a major in Plant and Soil Science, Ryan Gregory. Receiving the degree Master of Science with a major in Wildlife, Aquatic, and Wildland Sciences and Management, Samuel Harriman. Vaughn Smith. Nidhi Abraham. Receiving the degree Master of Architecture. Caleb Allison. Cynthia Baracall Sotelo. Beatrice Carrillo. Andrea Victoria Chavera. Alexis Flores. Mark Freres. Joshua Ricardo Garcia. Anna Gonzalez. Nathan Havens. Jonah Hubbard. Mason Kerr. Caleb Lightfoot. Alexander Lee Littlepage. Adolfo Lopez. Joaquin Montes. Eduardo Moreno. Anna Finn Park. Mario Alberto Ramos. Ismael Rivera. Esteban Robles. Joseph Reed Stone. Jeremy Vardaman. Daniel Voits. Receiving the degree Master of Architecture and Master of Business Administration with a major in General Business, Matthew Havischek. Receiving the degree Master of Science with a major in Environmental Toxicology, Jessica Mariso. Receiving the degree Master of Arts with a major in Experimental Psychology, Ben Waldes. Receiving the degree Master of Arts with a major in History, Emily Acosta. Naomi Chapman. Jeremy Gillen. Gavin Rogas. Receiving the degree Master of Arts with a major in Language and Culture, Nawaf Alonzi. Receiving the degree Master of Arts with a major in Political Science, George Bander. Receiving the degree Master of Arts with a major in Psychology, Joseph Hunter. Receiving the degree Master of Arts with a major in Sociology, Jonah Higginbotham. Servet Taz. Receiving the degree Master of Arts with a major in Technical Communication, Justin Hall. Arthur Perry. Receiving the degree Master of Public Administration, Odera Anyanasanti. Chelsea Badavera. Ozen Aaron. Kyle Jacobson. Benjamin Monticello. Shaban Ona Garcia Shehan. Receiving the degree Master of Science with a major in Forensic Science, Ted Yoakum. Justin Carter. Receiving the degree Master of Science with a major in Statistics, Megan Burns. Receiving the degree Master of Social Work, Whitney Moore. Receiving the degree Master of Business Administration with a major in General Business, Emily Bobble. Hope Baker. James Bethke. Haley Brown. John Bowie. Saralyn Carrillo. Wade Cosgrove. Harley Cox. Brittany Curtis. Paulina de los Santos. Jordan Dyer. Stuart Gaston. Lauren Nicole Gillespie. Rick Gazda. Patrick Gress. Al Hansard. Ricky Hernandez. Joshua Hernandez. Keith Kalka. Cameron King. Harrison Kinney. Richmond Kopp. Matthew McCula. John Martinez. Paige McCain. Michelle Melrose. Nicholas Morgan. R.B. Nilly III. Andy Kang Wynn. Alejandro Oropez. Robert Peckham. Eric Piontek. Jack Perner. Taylor Potts. Christina Rebecca Puga. Kelsey Robinson. Isiael Rojas. Ryan Rose. Stephen Rule. Mark Sandlin. Britton Smith. Jeff Stafford. Bill Stewart. Mary Teho. Nicholas Todd. Cody Tucker. Aaron Whitaker. Margaret Wilson. Drew Worth. Receiving the degree Master of Science with a major in Business Administration, Robin Lydia Daniel. Cindy Iwagu. Receiving the degree Master of Science in Accounting, Sean Berry. Danielle Bartlett. Nikki Bowles. Allison Buchanan. Nika Bird. Abdul Rahman Alabuth. Allison Danielle Carey. Samuel Crowley. Connor Disbrow. Elizabeth Faith Enriquez. Matthew Fetch. Megan Furlong. Caroline Gordon. Shirley Hess. Heather Holland. Lauren Hutchins. Miriam Carimian. Amy Lundquist. David Mendez. Ayla Parkhurst. Mario Leon Guerrero Perez. Leah Serrano. Laurel Strickland. Sarah Stubbs. Caitlin Trammell. Whitney Van Horn. Aaron Lee Wells. Receiving the degree Master of Education with a major in Counselor Education, Monica Ugiri. William Grant Parker. Receiving the degree Master of Education with a major in Curriculum and Instruction, Majid Alanazi. Teresa Bullock. Veronica Elizabeth Castillo Vasquez. Sarah Chandler. Daphne Delgado. Noel Hall. Chelsea Hoover. Taylor Loftus. Lauren Swearingen. Receiving the degree Master of Education with a major in Educational Leadership, Chess Long. Ina Martinez. Stephen Swindle. Chelsea Vetapo. Receiving the degree Master of Education with a major in Educational Psychology, Mervy Aquintas. Receiving the degree Master of Education with a major in Instructional Technology, Amber Goetz. David Maxwell. Irene Haboraka. Receiving the degree Master of Education with a major in Special Education. April Ayala. Robin Berry. Nicolina Rain Chandler. Nakona David. Hillel Davis. Derek Downey. Brittany Evans. Kristen Fierro. Anna Fusley. Arilada Garcia. Rosa Garza. Susan Grubbs. Adrienne Ham. Samantha Hilbert. Paisley Hubbard. Jessica Ketchum. Emily Ledoux. Brandy McAllister. Logel Olmos. Maria Quintero. Irma Rojas. Belinda Rosas. Cassandra Sargent. Casey Schaffner. Guadalupe Soles. Richard L. Torres. Priscilla Torres. Ryan Wyke. Aisha Whitlow. Megan Young. Receiving the degree Master of Environmental Engineering, Gage King. Jennifer Ramirez. Richard Stanfield, Jr. Receiving the degree Master of Science with a major in Computer Sciences, Ali Nosrati. Omar Rodriguez. Receiving the degree Master of Science in Chemical Engineering, Michael Sees. Receiving the degree Master of Science in Civil Engineering, Gaurab Adhikari. Michael Behar. Emilio Castillo Rodriguez. Electra Dry Ganaki. Tariq Hussein. Giridhar Kurapati. Mahmoud Marous. Hussein Mira Nayet. Jitesh Mutayala. Nicholas Nelson. Asif Muhammad Redwan. Demetrius Chumas. Receiving the degree Master of Science in Electrical Engineering, Gabrielle Upusanchu. Pilamarapu Shrikant. Receiving the degree Master of Science in Industrial Engineering, Nisha Satsu Khatri. Adir Tapsoba. Mengyu Zhang. Joshua Sepsik. Receiving the degree Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Michael Sweeney. Receiving the degree Master of Science in Petroleum Engineering, Jorge Perloma. Mohammed Arsalan. Yahweh Zhao. Receiving the degree Master of Science in Petroleum Engineering and Master of Business Administration with a major in General Business, Omar Saleh. Receiving the degree Master of Science in Software Engineering, Frank Anya Ebum. Receiving the degree Master of Science in Systems and Engineering Management, Mario Maher Morris. Allison Noble. Patricia Olawan Familia Olaide. Rigonav Sakia. Receiving the degree Master of Arts with a major in Heritage and Museum Sciences, Shuan Chen. Casey Rush. Lauren Taylor Ernst. Receiving the degree Master of Arts with a major in Interdisciplinary Studies, Michaela Baltimore. Crystal Blair. Kelly Griggs Bell. Tony Morales. Christopher Payne. David Leroy Pointer III. Liza Terrina. Receiving the degree Master of Science with a major in interdisciplinary studies, Lorisa Nicole Chisholm. Neil D'Souza. Ernestine Burleson Frazier. Courtney Howell. Receiving the degree Master of Science with a major in Family and Consumer Science Education, Tyler McKee. Receiving the degree Master of Science with a major in Hospitality and Retail Management, Lindsay Abels. Joseph Klipus. Martha Rush. Receiving the degree Master of Science with a major in Human Development and Family Studies, Amy Cox. Catherine Nicole Williams. Receiving the degree Master of Science with a major in Marriage and Family Therapy, Paris Stricker. Receiving the degree Master of Science with a major in Nutrition and Dietetics, Heather Callender. Rachel Gentry. Claire Gunlock. Sophia Jimenez. Jody Jones. Jordan Lichtart. Zelly Morfeld. Haley Skinner. Courtney Smith. Jacqueline Valle. Receiving the degree Master of Science with a major in Personal Finance Planning, Kaylin Adams. Miriam Bakalako. Teshu Bakhtar. Elena Doyle. Tyler Floyd. Stephen Horseman. Timothy Kazukakov. Stephen Odell. Receiving the degree Master of Arts with a major in Communications Studies, Bryson Carroll. Receiving the degree Master of Arts with a major in Mass Communications, Candace Clark. Jeffrey Hunter. Susanna Elise Neidhart. Elisa Peden. Marissa Rivera. Patricia Vitello. Halem White. Charles Wilson. Receiving the degree Master of Arts with a major in Strategic Communication and Innovation, Miranda Alvarez. Cynthia Buckle. Abies Carlo. Kelly Jo Eblin. Jessica Bagwell Jackson. Veronica Laranco Marks. Joseph Martinez. Carolyn McMiniman. Rachel Parker. Alexis Ramos. Michaela Rosinski. Receiving the degree Master of Art Education, Kim Timmons. Receiving the degree Master of Fine Arts with a major in art, Anthony Wise. Receiving the degree Master of Fine Arts with a major in theater arts, Hannah Jo Anderson. Receiving the degree Master of Music, Eileen Ua. Receiving the degree Master of Music, Heather Belts. Receiving the degree Master of Music Education, Angela Bradford. Receiving the degree Master of Music, Seaman Fiani. Delaney Fonseca. Receiving the degree Master of Science with a major in Physics, Ali Alamri. Yashan Soren Yarahanchi. Receiving the degree Master of Science with a major in Zoology, Brandon Gross.
Please join me in another round of applause for the graduates. You may have noticed that some of our graduates, faculty, and staff are wearing camouflage stoles. The individuals wearing these stoles have served an active duty in our armed forces. Would the graduates, faculty, staff, and members of our audience who have served in the military please rise so we may recognize your service to our country. Please be seated. As we come to the concluding moments of this commencement ceremony, I appreciate the opportunity to convey to each of our December 2017 graduates my congratulations on a job very well done. Attaining a graduate degree is a significant accomplishment. It speaks to your high level of personal motivation, natural curiosity, and love of intellectual pursuit. Let me assure you that the entire Texas Tech University community is proud of your achievements, as are your parents, family, and friends who are sharing this day with you. Graduates, I would ask you to join me in thanking those who are here today and who have supported you with their love and support that has helped to make this graduation possible. What you have obtained from your years at Texas Tech is precious and important. You've made lifelong friends, and you have learned from some of the best scholars and teachers in the world, and from other students as well. Your graduate studies have provided the opportunity to develop a special relationship with a mentor as you acquired the prevailing wisdom of your field. The faculty have confronted you with new ideas and perspectives and shared their passion for learning and discovery. Many have become your friends and will be lifelong partners in your success. I would ask all members of the faculty to please stand so we may recognize your contributions. Thank you. I should also acknowledge the important contributions of staff who have supported you and the faculty. To Chancellor Duncan and each member of the Texas Tech Board of Regents, thank you for your vision and your guidance. I'm sure this is a moment of mixed emotions. You have pride in your accomplishments, but maybe some questions about your future course. There is appreciation for the joy of the friends you have made, and some sadness in leaving them. It is natural to think of this occasion as an ending, but quite the contrary, it's the beginning of the next stage of your life. Your Texas Tech education experience gives you the tools, the skills, and the support system to move forward with a sense of purpose and direction and the expectation of personal fulfillment. But I've hoped you've learned that a full life means a commitment of service to others, to family, to community, and the larger society. Because you are Red Raiders, there is the expectation that you will change the world for the better. That is what Texas Tech is about, and we know that you will add to that legacy. As you begin the next stage of your life, I hope that you will nurture and maintain the friendships that will be part of your lifelong connection to Texas Tech. Texas Tech University will always be your home. Return to campus when you can, speak well of your alma mater, and tell the world with pride that you are a Red Raider. To the class of December 2017, I extend my heartfelt congratulations and best wishes for success. And always, go Tech. And now, our alma mater will be led by Mr. Nathan McCarty, graduating with a Bachelor of Music degree. The words are located on the back of the cover of your program and on the big screen.
Fight matadors for Tech, songs of love will sing to thee. Bear our banners far and wide, ever to be our pride. Fearless champions ever be, stand on heights of victory, strive for honor evermore. Long live the matadors!
Will the parents and guests of the graduates please be seated for the recessional? Graduates will meet in the Citibank room on the second floor of the arena. thank you for your attendance and participation in the December 2017 Texas Tech University Graduate School Commencement.